For some advice.
Hello, people. I need silence because I'm on Facebook Live right now as we speak.
This is my dinner time.
Hey, how you doing, my family? Peace and love. It's only when you're aiming high that you spread your wings and truly fly. I want to thank you all for tuning in right now. It's Steve Kerr, your life coach specialist. Yes, and this is the evening session. I did promise that I'm going to do a video for you all, and I'm a man of my word. Had a very busy day today doing the Uber thing, connecting people with their purpose and so forth. And on my way to the airport, my friend says, hey, his brother's on his way to pick him up. So that took me off that responsibility. So then I got home, then I just had to put out some fires and stuff like that. And here I am. So my topic today, guys, got to get straight to the point. I know that it's late, and I know that some of you are ready to go to bed and all that fun stuff. The question is, how do you build a masterpiece? Yes. How do you build a masterpiece? True story, guys. I was driving one day a few years back, and I was traveling in my van with my children. Y'all know I have 7 kids, and 3 of them was in the back seat, and my niece Kiana was sitting beside me. And I found my mouth opening and said, how do you build a masterpiece? Now, the beautiful thing about it is, Kiana, my niece sitting beside me, she thought that I was speaking to her. So she turned and looked at me and said, how do you build a masterpiece? At that particular point, I realized that I have an audience. And then so I spoke with inside of me and I said, Lord, how do you build a masterpiece? Because it was really God using my own mouth and asking me a question. Yeah. And so my mouth opened again and said, you go to the master that has all the pieces. Now let that sink in a little bit, guys.
And you went to Junior Brown.
Because I started to meditate on that for about 2 weeks, and I started to have a vision and an imagery of that whole thing. And I want to share it with you right now. I want you to visualize yourself right now as a piece of a puzzle. Now, you know, puzzles, they start out by having a complete portrait, and then they cut it into pieces. Let's say it's 1,000 pieces, this puzzle. Now, you represent one of those pieces of the puzzle. Now, you in yourself as an individual, you are complete. That makes you a masterpiece because the master completed you a certain way. But in another level, in another dimension, you're not complete because no man is an island. So the important thing is you have to come to recognize that you have to connect with people in your life. Okay. And when you connect, there is something that that person can add to you that could enlarge in who you are. But the beautiful thing about it is when you start connecting, remember now, I told you that you're just one piece of 1,000-piece puzzle. When you start connecting all those pieces together and you just back, then you see another masterpiece. And so here, me as a coach, I want to connect you with your purpose. I want to connect you with the individuals in your life that can expand you. And so you will become successful in everything that you do. And people will look at that wonderful portrait and says, wow, that is amazing. That's what I'm all about. Short and sweet today, guys. I got a lot to do and I got to get up early in the morning and I got to go into another meeting right now. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Remember, aim high, spread wings, fly.